made a lot of concessions to make this fight happen. How much does that speak to how badly he wanted this fight?
You have to respect Ryan Garcia for it. It's unheard of to give so many concessions up, but that's how badly he wanted it, and that's how motivated he is to win this fight, April 22nd.
As it was going along, back and forths and everything, did you ever get to a point where you thought maybe it was in some trouble, or did you think it would always get to the finish line?
It actually was in trouble.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to say that Golden Boy are the ones who revived it. So we took it to the finish line, and we're very proud of that. So the fact that Ryan wanted it, the fact that we revived it, just goes to show you that we've always wanted to work with all the promoters. We've always wanted to work with the very best to make these fights happen. That's all we want, is to make the best fights happen.
You guys made a lot of concessions too.
Absolutely, we did, and but it's a perfect testament to what we want to get done here. Not only for this fight, but for the sport in general. We want to make sure the big fights happen for boxing.
Do you think that this fight, being a non-title fight, will allow other fights, non-title fights, to happen and people not to be held hostage by the titles? Because this is the biggest fight of the year without a title at stake.
Well, look, I mean, to a certain extent, titles do matter. Champions, fighters are, they have their pride, they have their ego, they have their, they want to be named, world champions, and so it's very, very important. So, but a lot of fighters who are stars, who are, whether it's Instagram stars or just stars in general, can literally make a fight happen without a world title, and people really don't care.
Right.
But for the fighters, the world title means a lot.
Do you feel this is the biggest fight that can be made in boxing right now, based on how big these two guys are on social media and in the sport itself?
By far. There's no other fight that can come close. This fight here, Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, by far is the biggest fight.